Practitioner.
We're joined by our episode artist for the Zentai episode, Stephanie Glass.
I composed a mixed media performance art piece that had dance as an aspect to it. So I recorded a portion of it and then performed in front of that, intentionally crossing in front of it and mixing with it. And so that entire thing was what was supposed to be consumed by the audience. I kind of saw the recording that I did as, you know, the Zentai in the mind. It was kind of where the mind's going. The physical body is kind of moving throughout the world, a body in motion. So there is that duality where there's you moving through life, and then there's that passion, that hobby that's right there with you.
Very cool.
Thank you. Thank you. This was a lot of fun. I hope Matt enjoys it. There were some themes that we wanted to bring in, like humiliation, transformation, and flexibility. I want to say were the three things that he said were important to bring into the dance. I hope that at least in some way I was able to evoke some of those tones. This performance and this episode was special to me because the topic of Zentai is something that has inspired me to create different performance pieces. So I actually already owned some Zentai suits.
This is a purple Zentai suit, and you had a purple wig on both in the video and in the live dance portion.
Yes, that's correct. So I've been referred to as Grimace's sister in this. While I do not have a fetish for Zentai or spandex, I do appreciate what it can do for performance. For a dancer, this is something that's very similar to something that we would wear called a unitard, which is just a spandex suit that covers the body except for like the head and hands and feet. The major piece that is different for this that makes Zentai is the anonymity that it provides, so it can kind of embolden you a little bit to try that new move, try that new dance, try that new thing. And I enjoy dancing in Zentai, and it's something that I'll probably do again for a performance.
It's interesting that this is a live piece that we happen to record for YouTube, as
Correct.
opposed to a song that we've heard or a physical piece of media that we've seen throughout this series.
Right, and so sometimes when we show a piece of art, an artist will create something for the practitioner. Some things the artist has created for themselves that's just been inspired by the practitioner. My piece, it's not necessarily for me, it's not necessarily for a specific person. It's just kind of like out there in the world.
All our staff here tonight has seen it in person. What do you feel will translate and what do you feel won't translate to YouTube?
Well, there's something so temporary about dance. I feel like you can record pieces of it, but it's not the same energy as when you see something in person. Adding the video element to it intrinsically changes the art that existed in that moment that has since passed.
I 100% agree. I'm a huge fan of live theater.
I don't know, maybe at some point in the future, I'll end up performing it live again. I hope that Matt enjoys it. I hope that the viewing audience enjoys it as well.
Thank you so much for joining us. Find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram @PractitionersTV.